U.S. records highest increase in nation's homicide rate in modern history. CDC says the previous largest increase in the U.S. homicide rate was a 20% rise recorded from 2000 to 2001 because of the September 11 terror attacks, according to NCHS. It is the largest increase in 100 years, Robert Anderson, chief of the Mortality Statistics Branch at NCHS, said. The new data show the U.S. homicide rate increased from about 6 homicides per 100,000 people in 2019 to 7.8 per 100,000 in 2020, according to NCHS. Researchers at the center noted that the 2020 homicide rate of 7.8 is the highest recorded in the United States since 1995, but is still significantly lower than the rates in the early 1980s, which topped 10 homicides per 100,000 people. So, it's obviously of concern, but we're not at the levels that we were at that time, Anderson said. We're heading in the wrong direction though, for sure. When it comes to state-by-state differences in the data, Anderson said only 3 states appear to have experienced decreases in homicides last year: Maine, New Mexico, and Alaska.
Those are really the only states where we saw declines, Anderson said. Overall, the provisional homicide data are consistent with separate findings by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Last month, the FBI released its annual Uniform Crime Report for 2020, showing that the number of homicides increased nearly 30% from 2019, the largest single-year increase the agency has recorded since it began tracking these crimes in the 1960s. He said the rise in homicides has occurred parallel to a recent rise in overall violence, hate, tensions, political divisions, and anger displayed in communities across the country. People seem to have lost all civility, and then you couple that with having to stay home, and being stressed from that, losing your job, losing resources, fear for your health, more guns, he said. I think we need to figure out how we deconflict our society. I think COVID was the straw that broke the camel's back, Eddie Bocanegra, senior director of Ready Chicago, a program that looks to aid those most affected by gun violence, said in January. It's almost like these communities were just having their heads above the water, Bocanegra said, and then COVID hit and they just sunk.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.